Glad you guys are here. You're gonna want to sit down for this. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Sound, and I'm back with another video, man. Just a few days ago, I reacted to what may just be the last time I react to BTS. Usually I don't really like to address the comments unless it's like getting a little bit too far. And when I mean too far, I start seeing you guys in my DMs. So I'm gonna go over some comments that I've been seeing. I'm gonna go over the main ones, and I'm just gonna, I guess, talk it over, and hopefully you see my point of view on this. Out of one of the comments that I've, some of you guys, actually a lot of you guys were pretty supportive, but a lot of you guys were, well, let's just say, you should have done your homework. Jimin was crowned the best dancer in K-pop 2021. Dude, you really have no idea who you're looking at. There's a reason why I have these thumbnails called first time listening. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, I don't look at other K-pop reactors, but I'm sure they probably have like first time listening to them. I put that on there for a reason. Like, yeah, I'm sure it gets a lot of views, but I do it for a reason. I'm glad I watched the comments first, and with Taman comments, I ain't watching. Bye. It's crazy. Another comment was like, very low quality, 480p was the highest available, like watching through fog. I'm trying my best. I really don't even know what, I feel like my camera just have its good days and sometimes it's just having its bad days. Like, it's a good camera. Like, some of my videos, you can look at some of my videos and you can see like, dang, it can go to like the highest like 1080p, I think, or like HD or whatever. And there will be times where it goes to 480, and I hate that so much. Because sometimes, and that's one of the things, because like, I will upload it and then I have to delete it, upload it again, and sometimes that method works to get the HD. It could be maybe it's like it's too bright or something. Maybe it's the colors I'm wearing. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure that out. When it comes to, if you've been with me for a while, I've only been here for what, maybe like 5, maybe 6 months that I've been doing this channel. And thanks to this person who actually kind of like, I guess, broke that barrier, because I never would have reacted to K-pop if it wasn't for this person. He, she, or they, I don't know. So I appreciate you, because now I feel like I just opened a few doors to some new artists that I never thought I would get into. A lot of the comments were like, he ain't no Taman, Jimin is Jimin. And that's true, because for one, like, you can't be Taman, there's only one Taman and there's only one Jimin, I mean, they're both unique in their own way. You can't just have two Tamans or two Jimins, it's, well, actually, a lot of you guys are wondering if I actually liked V's voice. I think that's what you guys called him, V's voice. Actually, I do like V's voice, because that's kind of like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of like the only reason why I actually liked DNA. I just had to keep going back, because, I don't know, his voice just felt unreal, bro. It was something. But I think we're just gonna get to the main comments that I've been seeing of never comparing idols. And I do have a few questions. I've been actually thinking about this over what's wrong with comparing. You look at any other, I mean, in Western culture, of course, it's different, but like Western cultures, we compare artists all the time. When I usually compare, I compare with stuff that makes me feel nostalgic. So, for example, first video I've ever reacted to that was K-pop was Advice by Taman. I said he was more of a Sea Breezy, and a lot of people just came after me for that, saying, yo, he is the Michael Jackson. And I can see why, And plus, I come to realize that the more I react to Taman, he's not Michael Jackson, he's not Sea Breezy, he is Taman at the end of the day. So he's his own artist, and having reacted to more of his videos, I've realized that, And of course, no one wants to compare, people want to compare their favorite artists to legends, people will compare groups to the Beatles, or people compare, artists to Michael Jackson, because or Prince, or Whitney Houston, or like, any other person that was known as a legend, People say so many rappers nowadays are like the new Biggie or Tupac because they were legends. And I don't know if you guys realize that the entire music industry is comparing and competition in itself. You have views, likes, and dislikes. you have comments, you have award shows. What was it, like Golden Dish Awards, the BMAs, the KMAs, or whatever these award shows they go to. It's all about competing. It's all about who performed the best, who made the most sales, or who gets the most plays. No matter who you are, as soon as you make your appearance, or I guess your debut, you will start to compete with others. Any K-pop star that's actually had a problem with this, if these people truly had a problem with it, then they would go against the industry and never even have these awards. But you guys probably don't even realize that, because when your favorite group wins, it's like, oh, awesome, our favorite group wins, cool. But I guess you don't think about the others. And this is where comparing and contrasting comes in. Comparing and contrasting is such an important thing. And of course, people will always pay attention more to the negatives or the cons more than the pros. And there's two things you can do with that. You can either fold, complain, and just be salty about it for the rest of your life and just keep doing the same thing. Or number two, you can look at your pros and your cons, your strengths, your weaknesses, and you can build from that. That's just a part of growth. That's what comparing and contrasting does. It may sting a little bit that you've lost, but if you can see what that group or what that car or what that restaurant, I'm just throwing a bunch of examples out there. If you can see the strengths and if you can see your own weaknesses and build and perfect your craft, I'm sure BTS has, considering they're at the top right now, then you should know that comparing and contrasting is not such a bad thing if you just look at it. I feel like it should just be normalized to compare, as long as you're being respectful. I think you guys were getting the wrong impression of why I said what I said in that video.
I mean, he ain't no Taman, but he killed it.
When I say he is no Taman, I hope you guys realize that considering he did the Michael Jackson kick move, I was saying he's no Taman. It's not a disrespect. I just believe that Taman does it better.
You're wrong. Here's why.
And of course, I made this channel with an open mind to react to different songs of different cultures, of different ideas. That's what this channel is all about, and of course, like the underdogs. One of the comments said that the way you said in the beginning that you hold back yourself from reacting to BTS because they're the biggest boy group fan or biggest boy band and have bigger fandom is funny, because the other bands you think are lesser known are the most privileged ones. BTS were the underdog for so many years, and I'm sure they were. Every person has been through the underdog phase. No matter what, I'm gonna say it like this: let's just take Shiny BTS, Rose would reverse. If Shiny was the biggest one instead of BTS, then I would have done the same thing, No matter who you are, there's always going to be that one artist or group that's going to overshadow from the rest and doesn't give the other groups a chance. To call them underdogs privilege, I bet you would never say that about BTS, let's be honest. At that point, you think you're just calling other bands as privilege. I don't think anybody should even have that name. When I look at all your comments, especially for these new groups I react to, you guys give me research on stuff, and I actually look into it. There's a lot of groups out there that I realize I've started from nothing, and that's including BTS. So, and even some of those things are still underdogs. I would love to have, debates or conversations, because like I like some of these groups. I like multiple groups. I really don't have a favorite, actually. There are a lot of songs that I believe, like there was an FX song they reacted to. I felt like it wasn't as good as Real Light, but I can see why it could be a classic or a masterpiece to others. There was a song I reacted to called Dum 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 by Red Velvet. I love this song, but there's a part of the song where I was like, damn, like I wasn't really messing with it, And then there are songs like God's Menu by Stray Kids where I just really love that song. But even I know that some of the songs that they make, I'm sure that I'm probably not gonna like. For being a reactor, one of the hardest things about being a reactor is not the copyright claims or the copyright strikes. It's more of like, and this is more for like music reactions. When you don't like, or if you like at least criticize someone that other people like, it's like you will be seen as the villain. At that point, it's like some people are like, man, I could probably get more views and stuff if I just really liked it, but I'm just not that type of person. I believe comparison is important. and I believe we can do that in a normal way. I'm sure if you guys truly are the age that you guys been telling me, that if you are in your 20s like you guys say, then you should be able to have these adult conversations. Judging music objectively is such a hard thing in this world, you know. It's where everyone on the internet can just put their, I guess, their two-piece in, and I'm gonna be saying some stupid comments, you know. Some things are gonna be unnecessary, some things gonna be funny, something's gonna be stupid. I know was one commentator is like, you can say all this stuff, but I promise you it's not gonna get very far. And you know what? You're probably right. Besides the fact that I kind of lost my desktop for quite a while, I feel like if I just held back the truth, my opinion and my analysis, my own constructive feedback, and just said stuff that I guess you guys wanted to hear, I probably would have had more subscribers. Probably would have had more likes, more views. But I wasn't raised that way. I don't even get money off of these music videos that I react to, yet I still continue to do it. Because like I said, this is my reaction channel. So I'm going to give you my reaction to it. But it just doesn't seem, it just seems like in every other group that I've reacted to, not, you know, like, this was by far the worst fandom. Accept me or not, I could care less. You unsubscribe, I could care less either. It just seems like, to me, it just seems like you guys are only accepting if you guys, I mean, only if like the reactors like the music, but never really acceptance of diverse opinions. That's what it seems like to me. So at this point, I'm just like, why continue to react to BTS if you guys don't want to see how I feel about certain songs, you know, my honest opinion? Like, why would I have to keep reacting to them? If I do react to them, then maybe I'll just turn off the comment section, which is a shame because I love some of you guys' comments. Some of you guys give me motivation to keep going with these videos, you know. You guys seem like a humble people. I sure hope that for whatever reason that I ever were to meet you guys don't have like the same mindset as some of these army stands. If for every reason I were to meet BTS or like, you know, Jimin especially, I mean, I hope you guys understand that this is like there was no disrespect in that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna take back what I said, that with that kick, that Michael Jackson kick, I do believe that Damon did it better. I'm sorry. DNA was and Dynamite, I actually thought was a little bit better. Like I said, it felt like a summer vibe. But just really wasn't my taste. Now, Black Swan and Blood, Sweat, and Tears, now those songs were